So, better. My camera. Dirty. So, hi guys. Hi. So, today I thought of coming to one of the topic I don't like concentrating on, but I think once and for all, it's always good to talk of something, not only the goodness of this something, but also the negative or their disadvantages. And I will never do such a video. This is the only one. Hi Jane, guten Abend. Abend, Ernet. Guten Tag. I think by us it's 5 and it's still sunny, so I will not say it's guten Abend. Hi Patrick. So anyway, thank you guys for being there. Welcome the new guys, and for those who doesn't know me, let me just do a little bit intro. I'm Sallieklaus, and I'm a Kenyan. I'm a born Kenyan, but live and married in Germany. Yes. Oh my God. And yes, I'm here. I do these videos for the love of doing them, and I share more about Germany, about Austria, because those are the countries that I have more knowledge about the last 10 years. And I'm here to help some of those young back in Africa, Asia, and also other countries, yeah, because you don't know, because if nobody told me about Germany, I will not be here. I would not made it to here. So I bring a lot of good things and a lot of goodness about Germany, a lot of things about Europe. But today I decide, let me come and say these are disadvantages, because I see people like there are so many reasons why I want to do this video, and I will never do it again. It's only this and never again. I'm never gonna talk about it again, because these are the things you never found them. People are not talking every day. So let me come and share. And for those who are in Germany also, they're here, they can still also write some, because I did like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 points. I forgot some, but I'm gonna be deep and I'm gonna be true, so that for who you are there, who you want to come to Germany, be ready where you are coming from. Yeah. So anyway, let me acknowledge those who are there. Hi Jane, Patrick, Wanziko Maragu, Mambo Sally. I'm good, thank you. Hi Kate Shiro. Hi Wanziko Maragu. Sorry, I repeated you. And Mombika Gia. Hi, Guten Abend. Amy Zob. Guys, thank you so much. So guys, give the video thumbs up, and yes, and let's go to the video. So as I said, these are the disadvantages of for those who want to come to Germany. First of all, is about the language. I hope you can hear me clear. I will check your questions, or I will acknowledge you guys later, but keep coming. Share the video, give the video thumbs up, and let us talk these disadvantages. As I said, I'm gonna talk on them once, and I'm never gonna repeat them again on this video. So let's get to it. The first disadvantages of making to Germany it's about the language. Language barrier. Hi Delight, Lois, hi Carol. It's about the language. Language barrier. Language is everything in Germany. Like literally without anything, you can never come in this country. That is one of the disadvantages without this language. And there's this story I did with a friend of mine. She came as a tourist, and she remained. Yeah, this 1 2 3 happened, and then she remained. She got a hubby and remained. But I'm very very sure she was lucky enough, and if she advises people, she will tell people, you do that on your own yeah, or it's very risky, yeah. And she also did a video about I wish she's Uncried media. She did a video. I wish there are things I wish I knew before I came to Germany. She didn't even know how to say Guten Morgen, Guten Abend. So a language is a key barrier, because you will never talk to nobody if you come without knowing language, if you come without talking language, if you come doing those FSC or even au pair or even BFD and you don't know the language, you have nobody to talk to. Of course, they will talk with you in English, but after 3, 4, 5 months and they're like, you're still not talking the language, you will feel like you're on the wrong video movie. And some of them, they will take care of you, but also they are expecting you as time goes to speak this language. So language is one of the major disadvantage. I hope they don't come here, they're playing. uh, um Disadvantages: you can never eat, go and buy shops, travel, do nothing in German without language. So for those I'm always telling about, do the language. If you want to come, learn it by heart and talk it. I mean it, because without language you cannot. And I need that admin. I need someone who is always live with me here to be, because now here I saw like they have a spam. Exactly. I of the language anyway. About another thing, the language is a lot. If I start talking about language, German language, I can live and stay here. So my first disadvantage is the language barrier. You come to German without language, you have nobody, you have no friend, you have nothing. Like, you need this language. Another disadvantage, guys, kindly give the video thumbs up and like it, and share the video. Social life in Germany. Social life in Germany, it's one of the major thing that that it's you can't imagine it, because in Africa, if I'm cooking and I notice I don't have a salt, I'll go to my neighbor, I'll go to my cousin, whoever is around me, I'll knock the door. That it does not happen in Germany. Like, here you have to buy your own things. Probably for those who lives with a good neighbors, but I've never, the last 10 years that I've lived in Germany, I've never asked my neighbor to give me salt. Of course, you can ask them, they give you, but they don't do that. So why should you go and tell them to give you the salt or to give you blah blah blah, and they don't ask you? So no matter how friendly they show, they don't do that. They will come never to knock you, look for me, my child, can I leave my child for 3 minutes? They will never do that. So social life, it's so bad. About kids, I've been talking about about the kids, and I will talk on it later on families, yeah. But about the if you want to, the kids, it's also hard for the kids. You have to make appointment, you have to call them, you have to message them, your kids, for them to play with them. I always talk about that. And then another thing I have noticed, it's really hard for us Africans, not for everybody, but for some of us, to bond with them, to fit in. It's really hard. Hmm? You fit in, you get befriend, you get friends with them, but they don't take you the way you take them. Of course, there are some of them, okay, there are maybe like 10 or 20%, they fit in, but it's really 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 hard to have a relationship with these people, because their beliefs are not our beliefs, our traditions are not the same. So for you to fit in, have friends, like jokes around, it does not it does not it does not occur. It's not really hard. And that's why you find some of us who live in village, they have a lot of problems, because if you don't have another African who lives around you, and you don't know how to live on your own, so you find yourself, you have some problems. And that's all. The same thing with the families. If you are a single mother, and everybody, maybe for those who are married, it's really hard for them to fit in with you, because first of all, you're a mother, you have your own kids. Mostly Germans, especially where I live, they are married. They are married couples. Says, hello, I saw the size, for sure it's more. Jackie, I don't get it, but maybe you can explain that later. Um, the families of single fatherhood, single motherhood, to fit with the family of the of other Germans. Of course, everything that I'm saying here, they are bad and they are good things. There are some who their kids are they fit in, but for example, of a single mother, and maybe you live with a family that are married, they cannot. It's really hard. I've seen through friends. I've seen through a lot of people. So make sure when you come here and you want to start your own family, you don't expect that my neighbor will be doing this, my cousins, the husband, my family of another thing, family. If you're married to a family and you think that now I'll be go to school, they will be taking care of my kids, don't ever think of that. You come to Germany, you get your kid, you will take care of that kid of yourself. You will know how. I have a friend of mine. The husband was on the hospital, and the sister-in-law did not like her, or the brother-in-law. So she will wake up, take the child in the kindergarten on her own, and drive to take the husband on the hospital on his own. So if you come here and you think my husband has 3 brothers or 4 sisters, I'm gonna go and start my hospital and they will take care of my kid, my friend, you can forget about it. There's nothing like that. You get your own 3, 4 kids, you will take care of them on your own. So for me, when I was going to get my 3 kids, I knew nobody will be there to help me. I was already set on mine, because I brought Jeremy on my own. Of course, my mother-in-law is there, but what can she do? Hmm? She's on her old age. She comes, she takes her one day. What about the rest of the 6 days? Hmm? So here, it's not like Africa. It's not Africa that you can take your kid for 3, 4, 5 days, and you cannot blame them, because this is the nature of this country. They don't know how that. At you go to sleep in hospital with your child and you expect your mother-in-law to call or come. They don't, until you call them and tell them, can you bring me that and that? Because they don't want to interfere with your privacy, and that they're not that natural. Sickness is something here. Let me tell you guys, I've been here 10 years, but I will never show you someone who is sick and tell you, you know what, that one has a cancer, that one has a HIV/AIDS. We don't know, because that is a secret. That is a secret between you and your doctor. Even if let's say, for example, a husband gets a cancer, and the husband tell the doctor, don't tell my wife or my family, nobody will ever know. And it happens a lot. So if the sicknesses is secret, what about the other things? So you find you find you cannot you cannot you cannot just mix with them and say, like, I can do this, I will leave them my kids, or I'm going to hospital, or maybe I have to spend like a whole week on hospital. Nobody. You cannot. You go to hospital, your husband will come and check you, and maybe if you have African friends who lives around you, you can call them, but they cannot come until you ask them. So that is one also another thing. So you have to be mentally and physically ready when you come in this country. Like, it is not easy. Not so many people are surviving this life. There was, I don't know when was it, 2019, a lot of Kenyans, more than I think 10 or 20, maybe 15, they committed suicide. They couldn't anymore. Some of them they became alcoholic. And some of them they're still alcoholic, because this is a life that you cannot not everybody can live. Sally can live because maybe she has another, but there are some people they cannot, because maybe you separated with the father of your child, and the father of your child used against the case against you, and the child took the father. Because if the father takes the child, that means if you take the child, it means the father will pay you and pay the child and pay you and maybe pay the house. And most of them, of course, they don't want. So what do? Most of the people, they use the case against you. If you used to be the kids, they video talk you, or they camera you and such things. If they use them in the court, you have no opportunities, or you have no chance to take that child. So most such women, they become alcoholic because your only child is taken, you are on your own. So what do you do? So some of them, they started drugs, some of them they started alcoholic, some of them, when was that? I think 2018 or 2019, there was found a woman in Bayan, a Kenyan woman. She was dead days, and the body. Okay, I don't want to make people fear, but I want to see the things, because I'm getting a lot of messages all over. I want to come to Germany. When you come in this country, I'm not telling people don't come, but if you want to come, just be ready. It's not easy. Sally said Germany is about flying, Germany is about this. No, I didn't say that. Make sure, be ready where you're coming, because depression here, I'm going to talk about depression and loneliness, because I have two friends of mine who are going through that right now. I'm talking about. So she was found dead, and the body was even kaput, because the social life also here with their fellow Kenyans, it's bad, because most of my friends, they're doctor, no, they're not their doctor, they are nurses, and they work with old people. So they work day and night and weekends, because they have to earn, because here people, they live bills to bills. Life is them. I'm gonna talk about expenses. I'm coming to that one. So they don't have time. The little time they have to the little time they have to share with their kids, because if you are separated with your husband, the kid has to be taken on weekend, or you have to take the time on the weekend. You have the kid on the weekend, and then you go the next week, you 4 5 days you work. So you don't even have time for your friends. Of course, there are those who plan and they have friends, they live around, but there are some of them, they live in a village like Sally, alone there, and they don't have time for people. Okay, I have some friend who lives around, but maybe 30 40 minutes, but they are working. Or when they are working and I'm not working, I also have my own life. I have time of 3 kids, school, kindergarten, everything. Like, social life, it's zero. Very, very zero, not unless you live in the town and you live with some Africans who lives there, or your neighbors. So that one, you guys, you have to be ready, because I don't want to say some thanks for sharing this one. I'm not hearing this. Yeah, nobody will talk this thing, because we want to show that back in Africa, that everything is good. If you see me posing there, if you see everything going there, don't think this life is so good. For me, you didn't see me 10 years ago. I came here 10 years ago, almost 11 years now, 12 years now. But did you see my life now, the last 10 years? No. Nobody knew my life when I came. I am the one who knew how the life was. So if you see me now smiling, know that 11 years, life was something else. So, and unfortunately, I have a lot of people who came with them. And some of them, they never got married, reason known to themselves, because you don't even have to get married. Some of them, they never left life. Some of them, they left Germany. Some of them went back to Kenya. So it is not always the way you think it is here in this country. Okay, let me go to my another point. Loneliness and depression. I talked about that. Here, if you don't take care of your mental, my friend, it is bad. It is really bad as that. You have to take care of yourself, because of the winter, especially winter. Winter, you guys, you saw the way it was in winter. And then most of people, they don't want to go out because it's cold. And so when what does that mean? Nobody's going out, so that means you are alone. So i I think, imagine, June, all of you know June came on winter. She came to country she never was. Nobody, no black people. I think she told me there's a black girl now around there who is working, but she's here for a long time. So imagine a life of June without Sally, or without knowing somebody, a black person. So you can imagine. So loneliness is something that is so big here in Germany. So, and of course, for example, in my time, I knew only one person when I was coming to Germany. And there was a time I was lonely before my family had to search someone from Kenya, because I was crying the first 3-4 weeks. I was only crying. So they searched a friend of mine called Yvonne Alu. We are still friends. And before that, I knew this Kenyan girl. She was living in Stuttgart. And I called her, "Can I come and visit you?" Do you know what she told me? No, she's busy. And because I had brought some things I wanted to give her from her mother, she was like, "Send them through post." So, guys, tell me, I'm in Germany, I'm new, and the girl who's been there almost a year or 2 years before me, she doesn't want to connect with me. So you see, also as Kenyans, we are enemies on our own. And I don't blame her, because you invite somebody, come see the way you're living, and stop talking to Africa. Stop telling your mother. Maybe there's something you're hiding. Maybe you don't want people to know that you're living bill after bill. Maybe they don't know which kind of work you're doing. But later I came to realize she had problems and problems and problems. I don't blame her. Hmm? So not everybody is living like Sally, who is going to come and invite. There are some people who are living in Germany even today. We cannot connect because they are not ready to connect with other people, because they are living. Some of them, their husband, they got married. Some of them, they came with marriage. The husband, they don't want you. I have a friend of mine. She came she's from West Africa. She came with the husband. So this guy, when she came, she brought her, I think 2 years ago now. She didn't want her to do German. She brought her like her, how can I say? Like, this is you are like my dog. She didn't want her to do German. She didn't want her to have African friends who are along there. So he wanted to keep her. But thank God somebody tried and helped her. So she had to go. So when she started doing the Germany, what did the guy did? They separated. I think they divorced or separated. They divorced because this guy wanted to bring her. She doesn't. He does, and that is a lot of also, especially those older men, those who get married to older men. Not all of them. Once they bring you, they want you to own you. So for those who are like us, you have husband who are allowing you to go to do Ausbildung and have your own life. It's not always like that. So about depression is real. So I have she told me even to share this story. She's not ready to go and to come and share. She's a friend of mine, very friend of mine. And she got her baby. And I always think after she got the baby, there are these things called, what are they called? When you oh my God, I thank God. When you get a child, you get depression. I know, guys, you know what I'm saying. There's this this depression you get after you are breastfeeding. So this girl, she came as a student. Her father and mother back in Kenya, they paid everything. They gave her a lot of money, and she got a place to stay, and by a relative, not an aunt, but it's a relative. So this relative, when she came here, she didn't want to help her. Funny enough, she stayed with her. I know maybe she might be here. She might be. She's my subscriber and follower, and she listens to me, and she told me she's opening slowly. So she told me when she talked to me, she said, "Sally, you can always share my story, but I'm not ready to talk it." That aunt of her will torment her always. Hey, Nini. She was never friendly to her. And now she's in university. She need to work extra money. So she's the one supposed to show her, you can go to McDonald's and work for 450 euros, or you can go and start cleaning. So the money is finishing, because even if you come with 100K, 200K from Kenya, that is not money in Germany, because you need to pay everything. So my friend, you're only given 1 year, and then she failed exam. She's giving her stress. So what did my friend do? She has to go and hand her husband. A friend of her aunt told her, "Hey, my friend, what are you doing? You are supposed to do this and this." Because this aunt is not helping her. So she started, I think, working black jobs and everything so that she can survive. If I'm not wrong, I'm sure I'm gonna bring that story again about depression. So she got the husband, They got married and she couldn't go back to Kenya. Thank God they got a child. So remember I told you, what she passed that year? No, she got a husband, she get a marriage, she has a child. What happened? Nobody was there. No family. This aunt never supported her, never been there. So she got this postpartum depression. Exactly. Thank you so much, Patrick. And she's very saved, and she will start praying and praying. When you have depression, you can hate your child, you can do things and everything. So she prayed and prayed and prayed, and the neighbors, they started complaining. And she will say she's praying, God is seen. That was depression. When I come to think about it, it's about head. So what happened? The neighbors, they complained to the doctors and everything. I think it was maybe 2, 3, 4 times. And what was taken? They came and took her, and she was taken to those things, those hospitals where you're locked. And the baby is 9 months. Imagine, the baby is 9 months. So the baby was taken, given to the mother-in-law. So the girl here, she has nobody, no sister, no brother. 9 months old is taken. You are taken in the psychiatrist, and you start given the medication, the depression medication. And my friend start getting fat and fat and fat and fat. Okay, she was released. The husband was also kind of depressed, so there was a year they stayed at home. But the child was not given back at 9 months. So this thing did not help her. So but the child was not taken. But now they are curious. They are taking care of her. They are checking on her in case of anything. The mother-in-law, they are always there for the child and everything. So after 1 year, I think she got sick again, and the child was taken completely. She was told, you are not in a situation. A university, you came from Kenya. She was by then in university back in Nakuru or in Naivasha, I don't know. No, not Thika or Nakuru, I don't know. You came to study. Your aunt, your family, who were supposed to help you and to hold you, despised you. No, you're here. You searched your way. You have a baby. Depression is there. The child is taken. Second time, the child is taken completely. Now the child is taken care of. Mother and father is the grandmother and father. Unfortunately, the marriage did not even work. They divorced. So what do my friend have? She has nothing. She got, I think, sick now 3 times. And after they say that they can't, so that child will not be taken. But what you can do, you start giving. What I'm always advising her, don't fight to get the baby back, because you never get it. Now fight to get your health so that they can trust you and they give you grow with your child. You can get it for 3 days. They start maybe with hours. You're given 1 hour or 2 hours. And if they see you are better, you are given maybe 2 days and then weekend. And maybe later they might give you maybe 30-40%. But that child will never be again in your hands. I'm talking so hard because this is a story that I've seen. I've talked to her. She's my friend back in Nakuru. She's a homie. She's everything. But there's nothing I can do. She lives so far away from me. And before I knew it's depression and everything, it was too late. There's nothing I could have done. So those are the things people, they don't talk. Because she will never go to, and that's why she will never even come here and say that this and this. But she told me, Sally, share my story. Share my story. If you come and you're mistreated, don't keep quiet. Do something about it. If you get married and you see something like that, talk them out. And if they say you are sick and you have to get those medications, there's nothing you can do. If you don't take them, it's even bad. So they even come to the door. They not even every morning they come and give you. They see that you're swallowing those things. Depression is real. Head problem is real. And that thing is so much in my heart because it's really so hard, because seeing your friend I'm a mother of 3 kids. I can take care of them. I can, I do see how they sleep, but for her, she has to fight and fight for her child. And here she's taking the last 3-4 years the medication. I also have another friend, was also of mine, that was also the same case. The same case. The child, but at least now she's getting the child back a little bit, but they will never recover those children with them 100%. If the government called Jugendamt, so those are the things people you should know, because you be ready. You come through the marriage, you know nobody, it can happen to you. You come through relative, it can happen to you. You come on your own, just know, be ready, because those are the things that, and here it's a place like you feel alone. I thank God that I have my kids and my family, my husband and my brother, because there was a moment where my brother stood there for me. There was my brother came to me and took with my child, because take care of me. My brother is my everything. My brother is a friend. He's my best friend. I can talk with him everything. Unfortunately, you don't trust those people who are here, because some of them, they are jealous about you. So you even don't know where you are or who you can trust. So those are the things, you guys, when you're coming, you should be ready and know them. And as I said, those things I'm going to talk them only here and one now, because there are many. About another thing is expenses. Expenses about living here. It's damn expensive, because you're working bills after bills. Let me give you example. In my course, I did something called business sales marketing. Sales marketing. If I'm working for, let me say, like from Monday to Friday, that's around, maybe, let me say, about 40-45 hours. I will get maybe around, let me say, if I'm paid well, I'm gonna get around 2,000. Let me say 2,000. Dollars. Let me say that $2,000. $2,000. I'm married. If I'm married, I'm better off, because my husband can help me to pay. But what about a single mother? I will count both on them. So you are a single mother, you have a child, and you are working something, you're getting 2,000 in a month. You have a house to pay. A house, the cheapest you can pay here in a house with a child, it's maybe around 500-600 euros. You see, that is around, let me say, $500. $500. So already 15, you have 15 plus, okay? You have not even paid water and electricity. So let's say that's 100 euros. You are left with 1,400. You have not tanked your car, because you are going with a car. Most of people are going with a car. So let's say 200 euros. You have not bought food. If I go to shopping right now, today, for 1 week, I use 150 euros for shopping. That is around 15 to 20,000 for 1 week shopping. I have 3 kids, and we also they are using Pampers and everything. So for me, you can count for me 20,000 a week. That's what I'm using, or let's say 15,000. So I'm losing even my whatever. Okay, you are paying, and then you are paying your kindergarten. If a child is a kindergarten, and you are paying kindergarten. You are paying insurance, because you have to be insured in Germany, and also you are, what else do we pay? So at the end of the day, in this 2,000, maybe if you are saving money, maybe you're gonna save around 200 euros. 200 euros. You have family back in Africa, you wanna help. You have a project you wanna start, and that you are single. So people are struggling here. If you're married and you're earning that money, before the end of the month, some of the husband here, they share. You pay for the car, I pay for the house. You pay for the mortgage. If you have a mortgage that you took together, you pay for this. I know these are the things people will never solve, because their people are suffering. So if I thank God this was never my life. But I know a friend of mine, the husband, the house was his, but she was told every month to put around 20,000 in the box. Another one, she got married because she was to go home, back at home, and shopping. You buy this, I buy this. You buy this, I buy this. There's nothing for free. And for example, and if you're not driving, you have to do driving license. You have to pay on your own. Do you know how much driving license costs in Germany? If you pay cheap, 2,500 euros. If you pay cheap, because per hour maybe you're paying around $60 or $70. That is in the village. I don't know in the town because I've never left. I lived in town so many years ago. I am in the village, so I have even a better life. If really people can say the truth here, people, they are suffering. So for those who are writing me, they are working and earning around 50,000 Kenyan shillings or $50,000. For those people who want to get married, but they are getting guesses if they want to get married or come to Germany, think twice. Those are the questions I really find hard to answer, because I don't want to interfere with you and you say, Sally suggested I come to Germany not to get married. And then when you come here, you start getting lonely, you're depressed, nobody wants you because your ex married and now they have a children, or whatever, you didn't want to go to university, you came here, now you have to know. Those are the things you should know before you come here. Financial, if you come as a student, it's also damn expensive. Very, very expensive, because you're not supposed to work. I think the first 6 months, you're not supposed to work. And if they get you working, you will pay for it. So people are living bills after the bills. If you see somebody is not sending money, just know it's not okay, because maybe they also want to hide and get something. But the husband, the partner, they're gonna say, the Africa can help. I have a friend of mine, and his husband told us, we were in the living room, and you know what the husband told us? You guys, you'll always be slaves back in Africa, because your job, you're working here, you're sending Africa. You're sending your hard worked money, and it's been you are building or you're doing something, and at the end of the day you go and you find the money is gone, because people, they don't know the pain that we go. People, they don't have social life here. You see people, they having fun, they're out there partying, they have that only once or twice in a year, because people, they have to work, because bill after bill, bill after bill. If you didn't get God didn't bless you to get married to a millionaire who is always shaking you money, 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 no, then it's hard. So if you have come in this country, you have never worked as a putzen. Putzen is that job you go to wash toilets. You are lucky. If you have not washed utensils in the kitchen, you are lucky, because most of us, we had to do that to survive. So I don't want to be so deep about this, but that is one of the things. Bills, expensive here, guys. It's really, really expensive in Germany. So let me talk about raises. I don't want to talk so much about money, but know that it's damn hard. If you come to FSCOT, and you be sure that the first 1 year you're gonna save with you will survive. You'll have to survive, because you're gonna be getting the money. You have to pay your insurance, you have to pay your food, and you have to pay your shopping. So if you are saving even in a month for 100, even 50 euros, you are lucky. So you cannot come here and expect to be sending FSCOT money or BFD money back in Africa, because remember, after husband, you want to do driving license. So it is good when you make here. I am not discouraging people, but just make sure that you are ready. You are ready and know it's getting dark here. You are ready to know the kind of life it's here. It's not that easy. You have to be. Don't come with the expectations. And guys, don't be stop having expectation on anything. Just come and let yourself be surprised, because the more you expect, the more you get disappointed. About racist, is there any racism in Germany? Racisms or racist in Germany? Yes, there are. They are racist, there's racism, and there's all the kind of things that is back in Africa. But if I say for me that I will always say I have never faced it directly, like somebody's coming and spitting my guys, I will check your comments later. Because if I start looking, I will lose my focus. But thank you for being there. I hope you're giving the video thumbs up. And also you're gonna share to that person who wanted to come to gym, because I want people know the truth, the good and the bad things. Racist. There's a friend of mine, she was going with a train and the police came and she told her, hey, wake up, show me your passport. She was a Kenyan, we were up here by then. So will I say that is a racist? I don't know. But he came all the way to her and asked the passport. So he doesn't believe that you are there legally. He has a right to ask to tell you that. Haya. There was this couple, a Kenyan couple, I think last year in Eastern Germany. They were beaten. Okay, they were partying. The younger child has a birthday. So they did a birthday and they invited only one person, best friend of that child, nobody else. And the police came. And those police came, they beat them. They tried to do whatever, but they didn't hear. So they beat the family. Police should be there to save you. But this is that part. It's called Eastern Germany. Eastern Germany. It's full with I don't know if it's good to say this, but those people, they were, that guy who was there, who died. So there are those people, they still live there. I don't want problem with YouTube, but that guy, there are still his followers, and majority they live in in that part. So in this police department, there was one or two of them, and this guy, they had their own business. So they kind of had I think he hated them because he knew them. So that's why he didn't even have time to listen. They took the wife and they took him to the cells and everything. I know those who are here in Germany, they know that story. It was a really bad story. They were even all over in the TV. Like, police should be there to save you, but they came, they terrorized them. The girl was in shock, was to be taken. The husband was the broken. They were both all Africans. Yeah, nobody came to help them. So will I say that is racist? Yes, I will say that was racist. People also are oftenly hated because of our color, because they see that we came here to take the opportunities. Also, where you work, they don't believe that we are good or better than them. So you are always competing. You are always trying to fit in. You're always, no matter how you are, where you are, they will always, majority, not all of them, they are very nice, good Germans. But there are those who will never be able to tell you that you are good doctor, you are good nurse. They are always show you that you belong there. Even if you are there, they will never come to ask you questions. They will better go to their neighbors because they don't believe in us. And that is always unfortunate for us. Black people will always fight for that. No matter where we go. In America, in wherever we are, they never think that you're better than us. So it's up to you to know where you are and to know who you are, and just to know that's how life is. Yeah. But for me, well, I told you guys when I was in my college, that video I removed it, but I will come back about my college life because I was not happy. I think it came so good and I never felt good about it. I know some of you guys will watch the video, but if I say that I have faced racism, I will say in school, when I was going to the college, because or where I was working. By then I don't even think I remember that, because I remember we had an exam and I got like A plus. Let me say A plus or A minus. And they were so mad on the teacher because they were like, how can she? I was the oldest, by the way, in the class. And they were like, how can Sally be able to get 1.5 or better, because I was one of the best, and she doesn't even speak good German. And that teacher had a hard time to explain to them that mathematics are fact. You cannot explain that because she's a German, because she's a Turkey, because she's like this, she cannot do good German. And imagine that teacher had to even to, so I became her favorite. The teacher was a Turkey. She was a Turkish or Turkey, from Turkey. So the second term, she never came in our class. She hated our class so much, but we always remained friends, and she always encouraged me, told me, their jealousy. And for me, I always like, it's like I needed that, because they gave me another push. Because I remember I will learn in the morning with my hubby, or at night with my hubby. I will learn, and I learn with a friends of mine and everything. So I became better, and I made sure that I almost got in. I was almost getting, like, like those people, like, the way they hate you, or they force you to be better. So for me, they forced me to be better. And at the end of the day, half of them, they never even finished. They refused, or it was hard for them. But I managed to finish with 2.5 years, even after not even 3 years, because you're supposed to do 3 years. I was so good that I made a decision. I don't want to finish in 3 years. I want to be to Verkotzen is 2.5 years. And I did it. I managed it, and I passed my exam. So yeah, there I faced raises, and I used to cry. I would remember I would drive my car from work, and I will go home crying. I'll come and cry on the hands of my hubby, and he tell me, you know what, they're jealousy. They're having jealousy, and it was hard, guys. And I had to cop up to be able to know what do I wanted, because I was the oldest. I was no, I don't want to say my age. Some of you might guess, but I was the oldest. The second oldest was 5 years younger, and I had a child. So for them, yeah, but there were two friends of mine. They were still Germans, Tamara and Yasmin. And no, even three, Natalie. They were Germans. They loved me. We used to have group work together, and they accepted me. So it is not always all of them, but they are that group who like hate you, do you think you are, blah 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 blah. But did I even give a damn? I never gave a damn. At my workplace, when I think about it, probably it was a little bit racism. But I don't focus on negativity. And guys, I will never talk on these things again. Probably I will do a college, because I want to do it, my experience as Ausbildung in Germany, but I will do it there. But this topic, I don't want to repeat them again and again and again and again. You focus on the positive and the good things. You don't always focus on the negative, but it's always good. I hope I'm not talking so quickly. Oh my God. Anyway, yes, my baby boy was always sick when he was a child. I used to say that he had this bronchitis and kind of asthma, kinder asthma, children asthmatic. Let me see. Okay, not asthma, because asthma you have to spray like almost every day. So it was like more bronchitis. So, but I thank God he doesn't have anything now. So I used to go home. No, I used to go at work and go home and go and take him to the hospital. In case he has to sleep 1 or 2 days, my hubby will go, my brother will go. And nobody told me that I'm supposed to stay at home. So for me, I feel like that was like racism. Why as a mother you should be there for a child? And so one Italian is the one who told me, you see, so at the end of the day, when you have another refugee, like you're not even a refugee, Auslander. So she told me, Sally, you're not supposed to go to work when your child is sick. You are given 10 days free. So you go and stay with the child. When it's good, it get back. So the way I was selling, because I was one of the best seller we were 3 of us, and I will make at the end of the month what I've sold in, I don't know, Umsatz was always the highest. So you are going with another girl, she was 3 years before me, and I was 1 year. So 1 year and a half. I started to sell when I was 1 year and a half. I don't know this good language, but the language of selling, I think that is, I was in Kenya also. I sold, yeah. I worked on my mom business, and I also worked almost in another shop. So for me, selling was easy. So I started selling earlier than others. So, and I was making good money. So I was working with all my heart. So for me, I felt bad that they didn't understand that. They didn't even tell me, because I'll come and tell them I was at hospital, my son was sick, and they say, oh, he's gonna get better. And like, why? Why? So later when I came to know, that thing stayed here in my heart and it never came back. And before I was finished in that college, and there are also some things I felt I was not treated like I was supposed to be treated, but whatever. Now I'm not there. I work on my own now. I don't even have to worry. But I got this paper that you get when you do your husband. That one, you need it. And after that, nobody will ever ask you, because I can always say I'm Einzelhandel, I'm a businesswoman. Nobody will ask you what papers. But before you go that, you get that, you need that paper. So you need to go to school, no matter how hard it is. So racist, yeah, that was about racist. Yes, and there's a lot of racism. There are people who are hated by neighbors. I have a friend of mine. Oh yeah, she's moving. She might even be here. I won't say the names. She's moving from her house because they live downstairs, and there are some people who are living upstairs. So when they are waking up, they are finding dirty. So I think they are living here. They are living here, and there are some neighbors down there and some neighbors there. So when they are waking up, the neighbors are always finding dirty. And since she's the only black person, it is hard. It is hard for her. So they had to move from that apartment because she's the only black. And if I'm always finding dreck or a dirt in my house, I'm gonna ask my neighbor, and the neighbor, it's her. So that is on also racist. And then also another racism, I always find a lot of black people, we don't get house. We don't get house. If you get you go, and I remember there was a one apartment, we never had problem with getting a house, but there was one place we found. So when we go with my hubby, and I think they saw me, they were disappointed, so they never gave us. So yes, as a black people, some people, they don't want to give you rent as a black person. So, but not all of them, because my brother, he uses his surname, so he never had also problem with houses. But he doesn't get from other people. So that is also another problem, getting a house here as a black person. Yes, damn hard. Yeah, I never had that bad experience. Also, there are people we never even expect you, as you are renting their neighbors. They will never look at you. They just hate you, just for who you are. So those are the things you also should expect when you're coming in this Germany. My last one is about relationships. Getting wives and husband in this country when you're coming here, for some of us, it's hard. Because I know people who are childless right now. They would have wanted to have kids, but it never happened. Why? First of all, remember, you are living bill after bill, so you have to work a lot. Secondly, you have to go to internet, or you have to go to clubs. Now it's Corona time, or even before that, to get a husband. It's not like Africa. When you are going out there, you are hearing somebody like say, "Hi, beauty's doing nini, can I get your number?" In German, there's nothing like that. So I don't want to talk about I'm not a relationship expert, but I know it's hard to get husbands here. So majority of people, they go for black people or for black women. But also, maybe let me not of that, because I'm not good on that point. For me, I got when I came here, mine was I got him after 5. I think I was here 2 or 3 months. So for me, it was not hard. Or maybe I know how to no. And let me not say that, but people, they have problem to get husbands and also wives here. So some of them, they have to go back to their country to get wives. I don't know how. Like, you remember I told you it's hard for us to fit in or to bond. So maybe you get a husband or a boyfriend, something happened, you stop dating, you get this and this, you get hurting. So yeah, that is a lot of problems. So if you see somebody's been here 20 or 40 years and doesn't have a children, you don't have to ask them, why did you get a child? Because should be maybe he never got some Mr. Right. And to get a child here on your own, my friend, This is not easy. So and of course, and then you get a child, maybe you get a child here, and then you brought it on your own because the husband told you, know what, I was not ready to be a father. You remove it, or you're gonna take it now, and I want even to see it. They say even that, but they pay. So, and if you say even about that paying the child, you will not get a child for you to get that money, because it's a pure pain money, because you have to do everything on your own to take your child. Of course, we are strong women. We do that. They do that, but it's sometimes hard. So, will you go for a second child if the other one you brought it on your own? You are not, your husband or your ex never even doesn't want anything to do with that child. So, it's not always as cute, as beautiful as you always we want. Remember, you guys, we are showing you things that we want you to oh, this English, oh yeah. Remember, we show you the things we want you guys to see, but many of them we are not showing you, and we are also not telling you the truth. And that's why, if you are getting talking to that relative of you, or friend of you, or classmate of you, to talk more about why they want to help you, and maybe they're avoiding you. So those are many of the on the things they don't want to talk to you, to communicate. Some of them know that they don't want to help you, but they're in a mess, because they're working day and night, because they're living bill after bill. So I thank God, because some of them have never, and I will never fasted, and I thank God, and I pray, and I do. But I have people, they are passing the same. They are passing the things. Or maybe you get your child, you're a mother of 2-3 kids. It's also hard also to get a husband who gonna any there are good and bad things of everything in this country. I just don't want you to always get how you can come to be a nurse, how you can be to FSA, and nobody's preparing for these things. So I hope I didn't I hope I didn't challenge people not to give up. I didn't tell you to give up. I just tell you, be ready for what you're coming here. Emotionally is here. Mentally and physically. Be ready. It's not easy, because some of us, we are lucky. Some of us, we are not lucky. So let me see the comments now. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. But they are not many. Some of them, I will only highlight the one I think they're asking questions, and then the rest, guys, thank you for being around. I hope you gave, by the way, do give the video thumbs up. I have not seen, let me check, because I wanted to concentrate, because I find most of the time I'm here and there. So okay, how many are we? Okay, yeah, 30. Thank you so much, guys. 30 likes, yeah, thank you so much. And let me go back and see. So if I forgot any disadvantage of America, of coming to Germany, and you are there, you can try to support and give someone, or just for people to know. So anyway, okay, Josie Connor, thumbs up done. Thank you so much. Agnes, Mercy, thank you so much for being there. Mercy, Mogambi, Monica Waidera. So let me prepare myself, and thanks for sharing this information. Yes, be ready for good, but also for good, and also for such kind of life. I'm not hearing this for the first time. Many YouTubers have said so. Okay, that is good. I've never had it, but my way, I've never had it. But Agnes, I am in Germany for a week. Agnes Nyawera, you made it. Wow, you made it, girl. Thank you so much. We thank God for you. You came as au pair. Nilipotea kwa train jana. Oh, I don't. Aki, Agnes, guy. Aki, I'm so happy. Which sides are you? The German, mind your business, is top notch, according to what I heard from YouTubers living there. Yes, here you have to mind your own business. Okay. Sure, social life is zero. I agree with you. Also in Dubai, I believe so. Hello, I'm from Zambia, but now in Germany. Yes, Agnes Fury. But what you are saying is 100% true. I also wish I knew all this you are saying before I came to Germany as an au pair. This is my fourth month in Germany. Glory to God, you made it, my friend. Once you make it here, you have to make it. You have to survive, because not going back to Africa, because I'd rather survive in this kind of country than go back in Africa. So you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good, but for those who are coming, be ready for such things. It's getting darker. Domi, I hope you heard loud and clear. Mhm. It's Vigi. Hi, how is you? How is America? Hi, my dear. Postnatal depression. Yes, the one I was saying. Aki, these things they are really, really painful. Like, this is very good topic. I will have to watch it later. Kindly do. I hope I didn't leave anything, because I always want to. When I post everything, I want to say it as my truth, because if somebody come after me, I will tell me that was my story. Because I would rather not even post than to post lies here. All the things I do here, I do truth. If I want to lie, then I'd rather not do the videos, because what for? Hmm? I keep people help me. I keep postnatal depression. Very difficult without basic qualifications, fluent German. Savings minimum 10k euros, degrees with experience, then opportunities are there for you. Yes, Aki, those things I forgot them. I have seen that in these foreign countries, most white men who get married to our African sister, they are the bad type of men who can't marry white women because they can't mistreat them. That you have the truth, Morris, there, because I wonder, why should you marry a woman? You take her passport and hide it. You let her not go and do German class. You you tell her to, that in marriage, in bed, you wanna do her some things, like, really. Yeah. Anyway, lakini it's not all of them. Not all of them. Hmm? Hi, Maggie Mohoti. I know I've been lost, but I will sure one day come normal. Hi, Sally. Hi, Image. I think that, well, it's only God that can be protected. Yes, Maggie, you are here now 2 years in France. Able tell them. That was the worst experience for the lady. May God heal her. Yeah, she's getting better. She's getting better day and day. If I remember her story, I feel like crying. I love this conversation, Sally. Thank you for sharing this story. Thank you so much, Miss Vigi. I know you know what I'm talking, because you're also in Denmark. I think now in America. But we have to catch up, my dear. It's been a minute, yeah? Mm. You can also share us about the difference between Denmark and also where you are. How is life there in America? Tesh, Joyce, hi guys. I'm always grateful for all your efforts and all the information. Thank you so much, Nima. I'm only seeing. Hi, Ako there. I think they are sorry. You are a very strong woman. Relationship ni normal. Wewe huku it's really hard. So yeah, you have to be strong, because you know what you want at the end of the day. You know what brought you here. So you have to be strong. You have to be strong, because if you give yourself can a baby have a citizenship by birth if both parents are not citizens? Yeah, no. I think born Germany, I think they don't get citizenship if they are born German, because you have to be a German for you to be a German citizenship. Like, for example, my kids, they are Germans because their dad is Germans, and they can have Kenyan citizenship until 18 years if I want, but they cannot be Kenyans. So you have, I think, for you, they have all the rights. They are paid, they are done everything just like here, but so long as they are married here and you guys are from Kenya, then they cannot be citizenship. If I'm wrong, you can always correct me. I'm just thinking aloud. Oh, Sally, I came late by it, but how about church thing? Did you talk about it? I had a church in Shida. Oh, I forgot about that. Hey, about church. So let me tell you with my story. So I live in a village. We have only one church. Only one church, and we are, I think, almost maybe 1 or 2,000 people. And this church is where you go, you sit there, you get like a book, and it's about you read and everything. Like, we are used to worship and praise God and everything and cry and do that. Nothing is like that. So my brother introduced me to a church. It's not maybe around 20 minutes from where we are, but they do American way. We sing from there, we praise and worship. So, and I started going with my hubby, and we loved it there. We liked it there. So we went there, and then we were like, oh my God, we love this church, but our son was baptized in the other church, and we're in this village. What do they think? So I told my husband, let's go back to the church. And my husband was like, Nine, I love this church. I like it. People are here very social. They are friendly and everything. Because back in the village, it's only hi, and sorry to say, but it's boring. Yeah. So my husband said, okay, let's go. So we went. I wanted, like, we always interchange. So that Sunday we went. I slept. It was so boring. I found myself sleeping, and I was like, do you know what? If you go to church and you're sleeping, so I have not. So we go to the other one where we praise and worship, and oh God, I miss that. I miss that so much. And it's like you don't. It's not about offering. You give when you want. It's not about money here. The good thing in churches here, or not back in. Or you know what I mean. But now we go in that church, we love it there. But since Corona and you have to go with the mask and everything, it was boring. But I think slowly the things are getting better in Germany. But I'll do one time a video about it. I love that church. It's so good. We sing both in German and English, like those desire song and everything, those like women of faith, those songs. So praise and worship, and it's so good. So we go there. So unfortunately, maybe our son and our daughter might be baptized here because their brother is also baptized here. But we go to the other church. But we pay tax. So we pay tax in this church. So our son and our daughter have to be baptized here. So the church thing, there's somewhere I used to go to. Sorry to say this, there was a Ghanaian church where I was going back in Freiburg. There was a Ghana, I think the Ghana church, yeah. So I used to meet Africans there, and I used to go every Sunday. We used to meet a lot of Kenyans, a lot of Africans, and I told my pastor I was going to Kenya. So I don't know, I'm supposed to say this story here. So he told me to tithe, so I tithed. So he prayed. When he prayed, he started told me he can see a black cat and do whatever in our neighbor and everything. And sorry, but I was done with that church because the things he was telling me, they didn't even make any sense. I went to Kenya with my hubby. Everything was okay. We came back. Nothing happened. It has been over 9 years. So I'm like, so there my faith is under. I want to have another faith, but the one you're going, I think black cat and a white cat, it didn't make any sense for me. And I tried that. That was a lot of money, 50 euros, So it didn't make any sense. And I said, for me, I'm coming to church to praise God, to pray God, and you can always tithe, yeah? Tithe, you have to tithe in any manner. You can give to the poor, you can send to the hospital, you can do whatever you want. I'm always for the giving. You can always tithe. Tithe is very important. It doesn't matter how you want to give it. But if we start, I got you dreaming and I saw a black cat there, I was like, no, I'm out. So yeah, churches, it's not something easy here. But for those who are in towns and they have good churches, well and good. There are good African churches, Nigerian churches, Kenyan churches. So, but for me, it never works. But wherever I live, even there's no African. So I go to that. and we meet a lot of Germans, and we praise and worship, we sing, we pray. People, they can even kneel down. It's like normal church, like the Reverence or Gospel church. So I'm comfortable there and I love it. But the other one here, it's even more than worse than Catholic. You used to say that Catholics are bored. No. Catholic is even there. So here, I don't know if I'm supposed to film, but I wish I can film one day, and I show you guys how these churches are. Let alone church, marriage here. If you go marriage here, it's very boring. So there, I'm proud to be an African because our cultures, how we do it, it's so good. And I didn't want to do a lot of a longer video. Europe is not for the lazy ones. If you're principled, disciplined, and hardworking, you'll make in Europe. It's all about mindset. Ebu Ambie, tell them. What coincidence? Betty Az was also talking about this topic. Oh, I swear I didn't see it. I will check on her. I've not been online. I've not been so active this in the last week. I've been having some other things. But it's good if she's writing about Arizona. Hi Sally, you're looking great. I'm late, but we'll follow closely. Thank you so much. Oh, Akibed Inspiration. Wow, you and guys here, you're so supportive. We are just blessed to have you. Thank you so much, dear. I have to get prepared for all this, sharing this, inspiring our peers. Yes, but I'm not discouraging anybody. Guys, this place is so good. But this was about the bad sides, yeah? So I wanna you have the both pictures. At you come, my family friends, my family, my sister, my thing, this and this. Where? Some of them, they see you are young and beautiful and they don't want you to come close that you don't take their husbands and wives. So also that's another thing. Hmm? Nobody will, don't come here, Zuri. I'm doing a video. Once I'm done, I'll call you, okay? Go to Papa. Thank you. She will take my attention like last time. So yeah, some people, they, because like for example, guys, let's talk about the truth. I'm young. We are a young couple. My husband is young, and we have young family. So if I invite every Tom and Dick in my home, I might not even know what happened, and I find myself out, because that has happened here in Germany. Even sisters, they bring their own sisters and they take their husbands. Yeah, and thank God I don't have a sister. No, I'm not for that, because you know what. But no, what do I want to say? You guys, you come from Africa. There are people who are very jealousy. They are not happy about you, and they will look to you. They see their fall down. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I will bring her here one day, and she told me she will bring women from Kenya. They'll go partying, and they will go home, and they will sleep. They will tell the husband to sleep on the sofa, and she and her girlfriend, they will sleep on the bed. Another one also told me, a friend of mine also, she brought her friends at home, and they will start kind of provoking the husband, and such kind of things. So those are the things also. People, they will not trust you. People, they will not want you to get close to you. So they are nice people. Yeah, they are nice people. They don't have that, but it is wild. It is wild. The world, how it is. So most of them, they don't want you to come close to them because they're afraid of their husbands, or their wukas, old people, or young husbands, or their mamas, or their shoshos, whatever you call them. So that's also another disadvantage. So that way they will not even take care of you, or they never think about you making your Europe, you make on your own. So that's what mostly it's in. Okay, I didn't want to talk about that, but yeah, I will also rewatch later. I just came in for the first time. Thank you so much, Rains, by the way, Rains Vlogs. Yeah, so yeah, about relationship, that is something also not for everybody. It's just like here, you mind your own business. We don't even know our neighbor. This is yeah, that is it. Tell them. By the way, there's a story I had, but that should have 15 years ago. A sister brought her sister in Germany, and that sister took the husband and they took the child. So the sister was thrown out. Blood sisters. But she died later. She couldn't make it, and that was so painful for her. And I think she chose to die. I think it was a suicide, something like that. But it happens. Yeah, we say women, we are our own enemies, women. So just take just take care who is your friend, who you are taking to your home, who you are taking to your loved ones. Just be careful. This is world, and it's a very, very bad world. Yeah. I remember my time when I got my husband. Not all of them, but most of my Kenyans friends, they started telling me that I'm boasting. Nowadays, I'm not even eating Kenyans. I should take my hubby's car and take them to disco and back in Strasbourg because you are around Strasbourg. And they start backbiting me. I would hear this and that. But you know what? I didn't care. I knew one thing. I love my husband. He loves me, and that was for me what was important. I had to cut. I cut that everything, and that was the best decision ever in my life because I'm here where I am because I made that decision. So sometimes you have to make some hard decision, some very painful decision, if you know what you want. So 10 years now, I'm happy I cut that short because if I look back and I still look at them, because we find them, we get to get along with each other, we see them, you see them online, Facebook. They're still where you left them, most of them, because others came here. But then I forgot to say about that relationship. And they start taking, if you're from Kenya, you start pushing with a Ghana. If you are from Ghana, you start with pushing a Kenya. If you're from Kenya, you start pushing to a Nigeria. You forgot, you guys. Okay, there are those people who meet and they make a nice family. I'm not for you guys. But sometimes I ask myself, me as Sally, I came to Europe to look for better green pastures. So if I come and I meet my Ghanaian friend, I don't say or Kenyan guy or whatever, what are we gonna do? We are searching at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, sometimes you get people, they are wasting their time because there's some culture, they have to get married their culture, and you find yourself, you have wasted your 5 years in a bad relationship, and then you have to restart all over again. So it's always good, sit down, think, and think. If you're gonna get a Turkey or Italian or a Kenyan, a Ghana, a Nigerian, think about it, because after 5 and 10 years, you will look back. There's a friend of mine, I talked with her last year, and she's like, you know what, Sally? I found, but then when I came here, she was already in Germany, I think maybe 3 or 4 years. She was like, Sally, you know what? I admire you. And I thank you for what you did. You came here and you focused with your life. I am here. I think she was 38 or 39. I don't know. I don't have a home. I am working. I don't have a husband. I don't have a child. Look where my life is. So when you come here, there are things you have to make a decision in. When you get in that relationship, when you get to that, it's all about you. Think about, because they are good about them and also they are disadvantage about them. So don't say I didn't tell you guys. I tell you, and I know might be hated for these things I'm saying here, but nobody will tell you if I don't tell you some of them. So if the child is born in USA and you're not a citizen, the child is automatic. Oh, okay, we are not yet citizens. My daughter was born and she's a citizen by automatic. Okay, I didn't know. In Germany, I don't think, but probably if you're there, you can say, I don't know. So, oh God, this video, you have a lot of info. I hope it will help someone and save someone and make someone be ready. Don't fear, because fear holds us for so much. Fear holds you for, but you mean tithe or tax, tithes or tax. I meant I talked about both, so I don't know. Yeah, tax is high here. Oh, even when I was talking about 2000, I forgot you have to pay. If you're married, the tax is a little bit better. If you're not married, the tax is also no. The tax is there's always classes and different classes, but tax is high in German. You have to be ready. You have to pay tax. Hi, Sister Sally. It's Akome. I'm a bit late today. Akis, thank you so much, Akome, for being around. Yeah. Today I'm talking for everybody, both bad things and good, no, good things, bad things that can happen to you as a German, either as a man or as a woman. It's for everybody. Mm? And some of us, they don't even find you, but majority, they are passing all these things. Siri says some people mislead instinct. That's for sharing. Follow your instincts, and yes, always follow your instincts. Maybe he was true. Maybe I should have acted about it, but you know what? I didn't wanna. Yes, sister. Some of our African pastors use manipulative methods and give false prophecy. Just nah. No, no, no. Yeah, by then he told me to tithe more, but I don't want to go there. That was not my aim for this video. Finding a church where I feel comfortable sometimes can be a hassle. Monica Karinge, if you happen to come around, I'll show you a good church. Hello, Frau Sally. We get it here. Ayada here. Oh, where did you go? It's been a minute. A very touching live session. Lessons well learned. Thank you so much. If it's touch, you just share to somebody and God will bless you. Every process has its own advantages and disadvantages, but it's good when we know both sides. Yeah, because some people they have been telling me, yeah, son, you always talk about good about au pair. Why don't you talk about negatives? I made time and I talk about it. So those are that pastor. All the best good we can buy. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you for your support and for staying around, sticking around. True, life abroad sometimes you have to make tough decisions in order to focus on yes. And sometimes those tough decisions they are lonely, some, but it's them you need to make them, especially when it comes to social life. Sometimes you have to cut everything and you just focus on yourself. I love this content. Thanks, Sally, so much. Thank you so much, Akode. God bless you. Sallieklaus, your content is always on fire. I have really learned a lot. Thank you, Sam Oambo. Yeah. So those who are coming for me in inboxes, make sure you watch this video also. Because if you want to get married, think and you want to leave your husband, think about all this again. And remember, I told you you might come and not even get a husband, or it might not even work. So you want to leave a good job, just balance. At the end of the day, make the decision is you're the decision maker, not me. You are so blessed. Have you? God bless you so much. Thank you so much, Joyce. I know you are preparing yourself to come, Joyce. People are still coming, but know the good and the bad things about Germany. I love you all your diversity except ya kuibiwa bwana. I love all your advices dear except ya kuibiwa bwana. This is what happens. I thank God it has not happened to me, but it's happened to a lot of people. Ask around, you'll know. Hmm? Hmm? So because sometimes you find yourself you are so desperate to get friends, and then sometimes you get yourself you have bad friends, and they I don't want to, some of them they are very personal and I don't want to go there to some people because I know they are there, but we have some cases where your marriage your marriage just get kaput because you just trusted somebody so much. I don't focus on that. I've never focused on that because I'm very one busy person, and wherever I live. But some people they do that, and it's really hard. You have worked so hard for your marriage, and just someone just come like that. So why should you come and start manipulating or doing the other, whatever? But it happens. So the real Africana, I'm sorry that you don't like that one, but it happens in Germany. Not even in Germany, my friend, in Kenya. It's happening. Sister to sister, house girl taking their bosses, their husbands from the bosses. Those are the things happening every day. Even now, I'm talking to here. Maybe some of you guys, they have someone somewhere. No, but those are the things that happen here. But so it is better it happened in Kenya because you are Okay, but no marriage should be broken. No marriage, no matter how easy it was, it is not good, because at the end of the day, it's kids who suffer. But there are people I wanted to visit when I was still young, but they would not let me visit them. I never knew why, but now when I come to think, that's why they don't allow you, because they think you are so beautiful, and or they think you're so young, they think blah 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 blah, and majority they don't allow you. So, but it never happened to me, and I hope it's never happened to anyone who is close to me, but it happened. I went back home, and now German classes, always busy mommy, but always following you. When Wilfred, yeah, it's are you in Germany? I went back home, and now German classes. Or you're in Kenya, you're in Kenya. Oh, you're back in not yet here. So they choose to be dead. Mama Malaika, hebu tell you. Kwanza huko kwenye USA ndio nasikianga ni moto. Hmm? I hear by also in USA huko those are the hey, my friend. Some things are better left unsaid, because but we are just wanting to tell you there are so many reasons why somebody does not even want to invite you to their house. Have you tried someone to get to invite you back at their home? Because in America, I think it's easier to, not in America. Yes, America, you can invite somebody, you can host somebody. In Germany, it's not that easy, but still you can host someone if you want. Have you ever thought why does someone does not want to host you? Could be that's one of the major problems they don't want to say. And I cannot blame them. Because at the end of the day, we say if your husband was to go, even if you hide him or you put, he will go. So it's always good to be free, but sometimes you don't you don't you don't light yourself on fire when you're seeing that the same, or you don't walk in a fire when you're seeing the fire, so you might choose to get up another. There are so many reasons and so many challenges people pass back in Europe or in America, so, or even in Canada, so they choose to be dead. They are doing you a favor, Akiba. They deserve each other. Agree, kids suffer. Yes, and also most of those kind of the majority. Imagine they don't last. I said I didn't want to talk about, but I have a close friend of mine. The husband was taken by a Kenyan girl, and I think they were together 1 year. Hmm? The guy left her and went to another girl, and then left her and went to another. So my friend with her kids was the one who was suffering, has to undergo the divorce. Hmm? All the things, the project they had started together, all the money they had together, the husband has to take to the other girl. So it's them. Just because somebody did a party, and through this party, somebody got to know the husband, liked her. You see, those are the kind of the things people pass here. So there's a lot they don't talk here, but it's better you know them when you come here. So if you come here as a pair and you think that every weekend you'll be going to anybody, be warned. Hmm? Go and do what brought you here. Hmm? Of course, if there are people who gonna welcome you and everything, take it as a blessing. Hmm? And take it as a gift, because not everybody will let you in their lives, and it might be because they are depressed, might be because they're in a relationship that is maybe stressing them, might be they're in a mess, maybe they have they're in a debt because they are paying bill after bill, they took a loan, the loan is rushing them. There's a lot. So before you sit there and start judging people, think they might be passing a lot. So work hard, come here without even depressing people. Stop always writing people, can you invite me, can you search me husbands? Hmm? It is you remember you said I told you, and I get that email messages every day. Can you give me a husband? Give me a husband, Sally. Get me a husband. Get me a husband. I tell people are sitting in this country without husbands 10, 20 years here without finding them. So how can I even find if they're here and they cannot find? Hmm? So those are the things we have to think and know. So this is the only channel where you hear only the truth and only the truth. You like me, you love me. That is only the truth, my friends. There's nothing I can say. I don't want to sugarcoat you because I need views or I need followers, I need subscribers. Those are the things, because I don't want us to find there back in the interview, in the video, in the Instagram. You inbox me and I'm gonna promise you heaven and earth. No, these are the things that are there, whether you like it or not. So if you want to come to Germany, learn Germany. Talk it. Learn it, talk it. So that when you come here, it's going to be for easy. So for June, she can speak German. June, by the way, didn't even need me. June could have survived if she didn't know me, because June could speak German. So, but for the social life and friends and everybody, she spent Christmas with us. You understand? So Christmas you spend on your own. You spend on your own Christmas, because if you don't have anybody, if you don't have friends around, what do you do? So yeah, there's a lot of things, and I don't want to keep repeating them here. But about churches, you also have to. Yes, we pay tax on the church. You have to tax. Yes, we pay taxes on church. Yes, so some of us choose to be non-Christian. In Kenya, who told me, a friend of mine was like, Sally, me, I don't have a church. I'm a non-Christianity. So because if you are a church, I think I pay tax. Yes, I pay tax every month for the church. You have to. Here in everything, I pay tax for church. I'm gonna talk about that one as a content on its own. Rahan, for sure, you wanna me tell you where I live? I'm in Baden-Württemberg. Baden-Württemberg, it's they should know why ladies are not hosted. It's because of such things. Unfortunately, because you might host a slay queen and then she slay everything that you have or you have worked for. So anyway, those are the things people they cannot host. And we even had a story. Who was there? See, let me not even go about there. Let me not even there. That's true, dear. It happened to me in Kenya. Joyce Wamaida, what happened? Somebody took your husband, a friend of yours, or a family, or whatever. You see, guys, I'm saying, Joyce Wamaida, you should tell us a little bit. Read Africana, okay. I think now you're on the same page. It seems in Germany there's not so much stigma with Germans marrying Africans or Black Americans as there is in the USA. I know here they let you if you're happy. The good thing with Germans, I think I'm also going to talk about advantages on relationships. If they see you are happy, whether you have married a Sudanese or you have married a Kenyan, a Black people, a white, a Chinese, they don't give a damn. If you're happy, they accept your happiness. Because I remember when my hubby brought me here to their parents, they took me. They have never misused me, not misused, and mistreated me. They saw the son is happy. We were totally in love, and that's what every parent wants to see. Because if Jeremy brought me a black girl one time and he's happy, because I know as a mother my son is happy, I'll be take it. If you bring me a white girl, I will take it, because all what we want as parents, we want our kids to be happy. And that's why we work so hard, for our kids to be happy and settled. And yeah, that's only what we work. Zori is now, mommy, she's crying. Okay, guys, my daughter needs me. She's in that age. She's saying I'm her best friend. She wanna be with me, take with me, do with me. So I will leave there. We had a long video, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Thank you so much, guys, for being there. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the sharing. Share the video. Kindly don't leave this video before sharing it, and let people know. So next time they come to me, they wanna come to Germany, they should know this. Okay, I'm coming. Ich bin fertig, okay? Ich komm gleich, Schatz. Ich komm gleich. Dad is there. They are with their dad. So let me go back to my kids. Yes, church we pay tax, my dear. So Binima, thank you guys. And God bless you. And as I say, give the video thumbs up. And yeah, share. Thank you guys for being there. Bye. Let me go to my babies.